In speech 4, I will be improving the following aspects. My delivery speed, I will be sure to cite all of my sources and limit the use of hand gestures. How interesting does it sound to visit an attraction known worldwide that was built between 2589 and 2504 BC that boggles the minds of archaeologists, astronomers, and scientists all over the globe? The advances of ancient Egypt have molded multiple aspects of the world we live in currently, and the world would actually be a different place without their discoveries and inventions. I've researched a lot of historical information about Egypt because my ancestors are actually from Egypt. My grandparents gave me a lot of information about the ancient Egyptian culture when I was growing up. The information I am providing you with today will show you how a culture that was established approximately 31 BC influence modern day society in many ways. Egypt has attractions that every human cannot go throughout their whole life without witnessing at least once, and you will have to get the full experience by enjoying some of the finest cuisine Egypt has to offer. Now, how could you not want to visit a country with a culture so advanced that inventions and discoveries from ancient Egyptians are still used in modern day society? Ancient Egyptians discovered many ways to make daily life a little more organized. By the author Lawkins, she created an article about the situation, and most of today's society studies and uses their inventions on a day-to-day basis. Egyptians invented the method of writing, as well as they invented paper. Hieroglyphics were used by Egyptians to keep accurate records as well as maintain control of their empire that they created. Papyrus is the creation of paper that was made from the papyrus plant. Egyptians mass-produced papyrus and sold it to neighboring countries. They also invented various ways to keep track of time. Egyptians are known to be the creators of the modern-day calendar. With the help of their knowledge in astronomy, they were able to create a 12-month calendar with 4 weeks in a month and 7 days in a week. They were also one of the first groups of people to create methods of dividing days into equal parts by way of the clock system. There are many additional inventions from ancient Egyptians, like their knowledge in the sciences. This includes the invention of astronomy, mathematics, as well as the creation of various medicines. With the inventions they created, there are multiple historical attractions that one can visit today that validates their contribution to modern day society. The attractions bring in about a few million tourists from around the globe each year. What is the first thing you think about when you hear Egypt? Pyramids. Yes, they are very popular, but there are many other historical monuments and attractions that are just as important to visit. But there's no way one could talk about Egypt without speaking about the Great Pyramids of Giza. There are many interesting facts about the pyramids that our modern day technology cannot replicate by Ivan in an article. The interior temperature is constant and equals the average temperature of the earth, which is 68 degrees Fahrenheit. The Great Pyramid is the most accurately aligned structure in existence and faces true north with only a 336th of a degree error. The position of the North Pole moves over time, and the pyramid was exactly aligned at one time. The Egyptian Museum is an attraction that one will have to visit when they're touring Egypt. The museum houses 120,000 ancient Egyptian antiques that allow visitors to learn about how ancient Egyptians' culture molded modern day life. The ground floor is an extensive collection of papyrus and coins used by ancient Egyptians, and the first floor has artifacts from the final two dynasties of ancient Egyptian in the Valley of Kings. You cannot visit Egypt without admiring the craftsmanship of the Great Sphinx of Egypt and the Abu Simbel. The Great Sphinx of Egypt is a mythical creature with the body of a lion and the head of a human that was carved out of a single ridge of limestone, and that was information provided by Gray. The Abu Simbel is a monumental sculpture of Pharaoh Ramses the Great and the first queen, Nefertari, that was carved out of a mountainside along with two temples. It is hard not to work up an appetite visiting those popular attractions in Egypt. Let's talk about some of the delicious cuisine Egypt has to offer. The cuisine of Egypt is diverse with plenty of vegetarian meals as well as flavorful meals that include seafood and various meats. Basara is a vegetarian dish that has been consumed by Egyptians since pharaonic times. The dish is made with parsley, dill, leek, crushed fava beans, onions, green bell peppers or hot chili peppers, fresh green coriander, and various spices. Another dish is fo mabdumbas, and temaya is considered original Egyptian fast food, actually, which is also a vegetarian dish. The full madamas is made of simmered fava beans, and the temaya, that is also known as Egyptian falafel, is made out of crushed fava beans that was turned into a paste and then fried. Understanding that one of the most advanced cultures with the healthiest cuisine and recorded information from 3100 BC still has various architectural structures is a reason within itself to visit. Because where else in the world could you actually visit an attraction that even the advances in modern day technology could not replicate?